Hey guys, this is Paranite here, and I'm going to start a new series of videos, of which this is the first one, called Random Reviews, where I pick a random piece of content from RS and I make a guide/review of it. So in this first video, I will be doing the new skateboarding skill. It's a fairly recent update. It came out about 3 weeks ago. You can see it's still the featured update on the RS homepage. Yeah. You can go here and read about it, or pause the video, I guess. I'm not really going to spend time on this though, I'm just going to move right along to the actual skill. Alright, let me log in. Alright, I'll turn off all my chats here while I film. I don't want to be bothered. So yeah, you can see the new skateboarding skill here. Yep, I already got 99. I just got it yesterday. It was a really fun skill, so I kind of no-lifed it for 3 weeks. Yeah. Anyway, so this is a members only skill, and to start it, you come over here to Varrock Slums, and there's a building in here with an NPC named Honey Talk. Yeah, way to go on that one, Jagex. So he's the Cape Master and the skateboarding shop, where you can buy skateboards to start training the skill. And all the skateboards in the game can be bought here, and they're all made from different wood, from normal logs all the way up to magic. And actually, if you go look at your fletching guide, you can see that you can make all these skateboards with the proper fletching level. You just use a knife on a log and you can make a skateboard. That's all you need. Now, don't ask me where the wheels come from. I don't know. It's just one of those things that doesn't really make sense in this game. Like, when you smith an axe, where does the wood part come from? No one really knows. Anyway, so yeah. The higher level skateboards are better. Let me get to a more open area so I can start showing you some of the skill. Alright, so here we are. When you have a skateboard in your inventory, you just click on the right option and your character will mount it. And you'll notice that when you're riding a skateboard, the one blank tab becomes usable. And this tab is your skateboarding tricks, but we'll get to that later. Alright, so when you're on a skateboard, you just click anywhere on the ground to move, and your character will skateboard along over there. Though at lower levels, there's a chance you may fall off and take some pretty negligible damage. If you actually look at your skateboarding guide, in the tab for skateboards, the levels that you can use the skateboards at, 15 levels higher than that is the level that you can't fall off that skateboard anymore. And the way the XP works for this skill is every space you skateboard into gives you 1 XP point. Alright, now the tricks tab. Now the tricks don't really do anything practical, they're mostly just for fun, but if you succeed at the tricks you'll get a lot of XP, so they're really good if you just want to get 99 as fast as possible. But at lower levels you do tend to fail a lot, especially at the higher level tricks. Now, you don't need to be on a certain skateboard to do a trick, but being on a higher skateboard makes you fail it less. Though if you landed on a lower skateboard, you'll get more XP. I've actually found that the extra XP isn't worth the increased failure rate, so it's best for training to just stick to the highest board you can use. Okay, now you'll see that the lowest trick requires level 5 skateboarding, so that means that for levels 1 through 4, you can only level up by just riding around on a normal skateboard. Now to do one of these tricks, you have to be moving. So you move somewhere, and while you're riding, you click on one of these tricks and your character will attempt to do it. And yeah, if you succeed, you get XP, and if you fail, you fall off your board and take damage. Now that one I just did was an ollie, which is only level 5, and I'm on a magic board, so I don't think I can even fail that anymore. But yeah, if you fail, this is what it looks like. Dang, didn't fail. Oh, come on. Dang it, I'm just too good. Okay, here we go. So, when you fail, it dismounts you and your board goes flying into a random space somewhere near you. And they actually did a really good job on this. Like, they apparently have at least some sort of minimal physics engine, because the board always lands in a random spot that's not predetermined, and it'll always land in a spot where you can get to it. So it won't go across rivers or anything like that. So anyway, this failure is what happens anytime you fail while skateboarding. So like at lower levels, when you can just fall off just by riding it, this will happen too. And actually, when a board is on the ground, it has a brake option on it. I love this. This is so realistic. So you can break the board and get skateboarding XP from that too. Of course, higher boards give you higher XP for breaking them, and you can do this anytime by just dropping a board on the ground and breaking it. But if you do it right after falling off, in other words, if you don't drop the board yourself and it just lands on the ground by you failing a trick, if you break it then, you'll get 3 times the normal breaking XP for that board. Which is like totally awesome because it's so realistic, you know? Like in real life, if you fall off your skateboard after failing a trick, you're still pissed off at it, so you're more likely to break it, you know? It's awesome. Now, theoretically, it is possible to get 1 to 99 skateboarding purely off buying skateboards and breaking them and never actually riding a single skateboard, but I don't recommend that method because it gets really expensive. Plus, it's just not nearly as fun, you know? Like, I'd much rather actually ride skateboards and do tricks. It's way more awesome that way. Anyway, another thing I want to show you is the grinding. Alright, look at this. With this update, all rails in Runescape have had a grind option added to them, which is really awesome. I love the amount of work Jagex put into this update. It's really cool. And actually, there are some places in RuneScape that can only be accessed by grinding on a rail to get to them. Every rail takes a different skateboarding level to get across, depending on where they are and what they help you access and all that stuff. But the lowest level ones are just these random rails you find in towns and other unimportant places, and they take 45. So yeah, let me try this one. I'll probably fail because I only have a normal skateboard, but here goes. So oh my god, I love that animation. It's like your character just lands on their balls. And yeah, that does hurt a lot, so you take like 300 damage for that. Skateboarding is a pretty dangerous skill, actually. It's a good idea to have food with you while you train it. Actually, when you fail on a rail like that, if your character is a girl, you'll take a lot less damage. It's kind of unfair, but it's pretty interesting because this is the only piece of content Jagex has released where one gender has a distinct advantage over the other. So yeah, kind of sucks for the guys, but don't worry though. I hear Jagex is also planning on releasing a wife-beating skill sometime in the future, and the males are rumored to have the advantage in that skill. Anyway, back to skateboarding. I kind of have a few more things I want to show you guys before I end the video, so I'll go get another magic skateboard and I'll meet you in Lumbridge. Alright, here we are. Now, you guys have seen skateboarders like jump over obstacles and stuff, like when they're approaching something big that has a space underneath it, like, I don't know, a horse, maybe, and they skateboard at it and jump off their board and go over it, and their skateboard goes under it at the same time, and they land back on the board. Well, you can do that too. So, here I am with the Lumbridge cows, and it's the level 70 trick, the jump dismount. Now to do this, you have to be skating at something and click on the trick when you're about to hit it. Now this one has a pretty high failure rate, so let's see if I get it. Alright, awesome, I got it. Okay, now watch this. This is going to be awesome. I've never actually done a cow before, but I read that you can, and I'm going to try this. Aw, dang, I failed. Oh my god, that's great. I just took the whole cow down with me. Wow. My god, that's awesome. Oh, I love this skill. Okay, so one last thing I want to show you guys is the teleport dismount. This is the highest trick, and it's like the jump dismount, but with a teleport. And it can only be done when you're near a teleport spot. Now, I'm probably going to fail this one, but here it goes. Oh, wow. I didn't think I was going to get that. Awesome. So yeah, to do this trick, you have to be skating towards a teleport location, and you have to have that teleport with you. Either have the runes with you, or the jewelry, if you're using a jewelry telespot, or pretty much anything. And then you just click on the trick, and it'll automatically use that teleport up. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the skill. Now, what do I think of it? I think it's an awesome skill. For one thing, it's a really good redemption for Jagex for the last skill that they released. And it's really useful because it lets you move at run speed without using any run energy. It kind of sucks how it can't actually go faster than that. That's not very realistic, but I guess Jagex didn't want to make it too overpowered, which is understandable, I guess. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have fun skateboarding. Oh, of course, I almost forgot. You guys want to see the cape emote, don't ya? Yeah. Okay, well, here I am with the cape. I wasn't wearing it earlier because it's not part of my traditional Paranoid outfit, but here it is. And here's the emote. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.